Hey everybody, welcome back. Alright, you see a lot of junk in front of you here on the counter. Today we're going to be using all this stuff to upgrade my power box. Alright everybody, welcome back. So, what you see in front of you here is some upgrades I'm going to be doing to the power box that I recently built. I have my bus bars here, and those will be taking up the space of all the crazy wires that are winding in there. So I'll run one red wire here and one black wire there, and my positive connects here, negative connects there, and I can connect a multitude of things to the item instead of having to run wires and clips and everything off the battery. So the radio will be running off this, probably the power supply thing on the side there that I had with the plug and the USB and all that will be running off this. So it'll save me a whole lot of space. It's going to take a little bit to figure out where I can mount these in the box, but probably on the left-hand side there where there's room before the batteries kind of take up the box. And that's what these screws are for. They're going to be screwing them into the box itself, cutting off the ends with a Dremel. We're good to go. Next up, you're going to see a little USB, well not a USB, a little cigarette lighter plug here. I have this just in case I screw up the one I have. Okay, what we're going to do, and I can show you on this one instead of the one that's installed in the box. I'll bring the box up in a sec. What we're going to do is take off this back part. Okay, because I don't want to run the power from the solar panel in with a cigarette lighter plug. I just think it would be better if it had a better connection, and that's where those come in. So what I'm going to do is just basically cut off the back end here, keep it so that I can still run a piece of cable through it. And you'll see on my other one, I like the fact that it has that door on it that closes. You remember that snap down door on the side? We'll show you that in a sec. I like the fact that it has a door, a port that closes up, and I already have a big hole there, so I figured, hey, why not just cut off the back and make it a big open port door where I can run this through. Most of the panels I've seen online have this connector. These are audio pipe. These are power connectors for vehicles, and most of the ones I've seen that are for sale have this. So we're going to be putting one of these on the end of the panel too. And as you can tell, it's red go to red, black go to black, black goes to black, like that. Push them together and there you go. Much better connection. I don't have to worry about amperage with it. It's just a straight connection to the battery. This one I always had to be careful that I wasn't going over 3 amps on the panels, and the panels are rated for 2.9 and this is rated for 3. I didn't want to have to worry about it. So we're going to take off the back and basically, the one that's in my box, take off the back and basically just use it as a port, as a door. So let me bring it up here and let's do that part first. And we'll take it from there. I'll show you what it looks like when it's up here, and then we'll show you what it looks like when it's done. All right, this is the first step. This is the panel I was talking about. And I like the door. Like I said, I'd like to have this just as an empty, no power going to it, open port that I can run the new connector through to the panel. And just kind of have the panel connector sitting in there. Pull it out, connect them together. Be able to put it in there with the wire kind of, let's do it like this, so I can kind of demo it like that. So it still gives it a little bit of protection if it's drizzling. It's not going to be watertight, but when this is closed, this does have a watertight around it. Watertight connection around it there, a watertight seal, I should say. And that'll be pretty good. So the first order of business is I'm going to cut this section off and just drill straight through. Maybe get rid of the metal that's inside there. Seems like a crazy idea, but I got a big hole over there, and I don't want the hole to stay a big hole. I don't want to have a big hole on the side for no reason, in other words. So what we're going to do is we're going to do that, and I'll have a nice little door there for my solar input. So give me a second here. We'll get to work on that, and I'll show you what that looks like when it's finished. Well, somebody must be looking out for me, because man, that was easy. So I cut this part off with a Dremel, the old wires coming off it, and I just drilled a little bit of a starter hole there, and it went right straight through. And I reached in and pulled this out with my finger. So now we have a nice little door. I'll clean it up a little bit with a little more Dremel tool time. Take this little guy here and go in there and clean it up a little bit. But yeah, that was really simple. So that's going to be easy. I'm going to clip off one of these ends, so it's just going to slide through here and stick out on the other side. That'll be perfect. So this wire will go into the charge control. So that made life really simple. Plus, got a little bit of a better, thicker wire than what I had. Where is it? Where is it? Where did it go? Oh, it's right in front of me. Got a little bit of a better, thicker wire coming in from that solar panel into the charge control. So I'm really psyched about this. Anyway, let's cut that wire off. I'll get it in the charge control, we'll get this in the box, and I'll bring you back to take a look at how that goes. Alright, first upgrade, pretty painless all in all. Gotta say, that worked really, really well. I was able to feed it through. I did have to make that hole a little bit bigger because these are thicker wires. Put them in there, no problem. This is through here, no problem. More than enough room to give me a little bit of leeway to give it a good shove and plug it in because it's a little bit tight in the beginning. But when I'm done, it goes away like that. Nice and neat and clean. So, good with that so far. Next up, we're going to put the other matching plug, not this one of course because it's already been cut, the matching plug on the solar panel, and we'll test that part out. Then we head on to the bus bars. Alright, first upgrade completed. I attached the old connector there that I used to have the cigarette lighter plug in. We have it plugged in there. Runs right in there nice and neat. If it's a little windy or rainy out and I don't want it in there, I can just cover it up. Really, really easy to do. The more you use these connectors, I've used them previously, the sooner they will seal up. It's a little stiff right now. I have to give them a good shove to get them better than that. But they will close up nicely once you do that. And you can see I'm getting power in from my panel. I want to see what I'm getting, 0.7 amps. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, 0.7 amps, so almost 1 amp, and it's cloudy outside. And this is just all the settings for when it shuts off. And I think it runs in 20. I don't know why they put a 24-hour mode in there. Of course I want it to run 24 hours, but... So, you got your wires coming in here, everything's done, nice and neat. Now, the next chore is going to be the bus bars. I'm probably going to do a lot of that off camera, because it's quite involved and I want to get through it quickly. I got other stuff to do today, so I don't want to sit here and do it all day long. But I am going to do that as best I can, show you how it works. I'm probably going to put them over on this side of the box over here. Maybe one there. I'm not sure yet. We'll see how that works. But really happy with the, we got up there 14. Really happy with the panel being mounted that way. Gives me a lot more confidence in that cigarette lighter plug that could get pulled out or pop out or eventually get pushed down from that door up there. I just think it's a better connection and we're getting a charge a lot quicker too. Anyway, let's start working on the bus bars. I'm going to bring them over and show them to you. And let me just do a quick little look here. Yeah, they're probably going to need to be over here, maybe a negative here and a positive there. So I'm going to figure all that out. I'll bring you back when it's done. There's really not much to do. I mean, it's basically run a wire from here to here, connect the bus bar, run a wire from the battery to the bus bar at this point, the terminal here, and I'll show you what that looks like when it's all finished. So give me a little bit to get that together, and I'll bring you back. So it's all finished, and I gotta say, putting the bus bars in took me a little bit longer than I thought, mainly because I had to decide where I was going to put them. You can barely see the tops of them. I will give you a look inside in a second. We'll take you up off the tripod here. But it really came out perfect. This is pretty much done now. If I wanted to add another component, say another 12-volt component, eventually I'm going to be wiring in the little light in my antenna tuner. All I do is just make a little crimper, little hole thing there, take this off, crimp it, stick it in there, and it's done. Positive and negative, all done. So, no more having to run 1,000 things off the battery, no more having to solder terminals on there. It's done correctly. Plus, I really like the solar connector now. I'm going to give you a look at that over here. It's just nice and neat. Don't have to worry about fuses blowing on that. This is already fused on the inside. And let me give you a look on the inside here. So, over here is your negative bus bar. I would show you what it looks like inside, but you can kind of see it there. The main thing is holding it on, so that's the main connection. Your negative connection off of your battery is holding that on there. You have your connector here for the radio that runs out to the plug. If, say, I want to run a different radio on this, I just disconnect that and connect the other connector to it and run it through there. Done deal. I wish I'd made that hole a little bit neater, but you know what? It's fine for now. Probably what I'll do is I'll get a grommet in there and stick it in, and then run this through and make it a little bit neat so it just goes through the little rubber grommet. That's no big deal. These are all connected nice and neat. This is all connected now to the bus bars, and the charge control is connected directly to the battery. Everything is super neat in here, and I'm really, really pleased with it. No more having to run a bunch of wires everywhere, so I got my main battery power for my battery coming off of the bus bars, going into the radio, and I have my connector here that controls that going off the bus bars as well. So, right on the money there, 14.2 on the charge control. Definitely really cool. I'm really, really pleased with it. Very happy the way it came out. I'll move that camera a little bit closer for you. And that's about it. Now, I did tell you I'm going to be operating with this, and I will do that. Maybe field day, maybe before that, I'm going to set up in my backyard and mess around with it, try to make some contacts. I'm just so overjoyed that it came out so easy. The whole project for me, and again, you know, I'm a newbie. I don't have all the correct tools for everything when it comes to electronics. Took me about 2.5 hours. Mainly just trial and error. I made a mistake with this and connected the wrong one on the end for the solar. I went to go plug it in and go, whoa, no, that's red, that's negative. Shouldn't be plugging it into positive. But, and taking the bus bars in and figuring out where I'm going to put them took a little while too. But all in all, I'm pleased with it. So let me put the top on here. You guys remember the top? That should just snap right in place. There you go. Top's in. Radios are all in there. All nice and neat and tidy. That was a whole lot of work. But I'm very pleased with the way it came out. So folks, thanks for watching. And don't forget to check out our Amazon store down below. You can check out our links in there. Most of what I purchase will be in that Amazon store. Stuff that I show you for the videos, stuff that I review, it's all in that store there, so you can check them out. And don't forget to check out our Thrive Life link as well. Anyway, folks, thank you for watching. It's been a long morning here. Stay safe and stay prepared.